Hi everyone, welcome. Now we're going to do a little sun salutation practice. So if you only have about 5 minutes to practice, sun salutations are the way to go. I'm going to start with a really nice, easy beginner version just to show you a variation if you need it. And then I'm going to move on to versions that if you feel warmed up enough, you can join in with me as well. Okay, so the point here is to channel the energy of the sunshine and to lift the heart, lift the spirits, and stay grounded at the same time. Okay, so let's practice together. So come to the front of your mat or your practice space if you're just on the carpet. If you are beginning with the sun salutation, or if you have any back injuries or tight hamstrings, something like that, you might want to use blocks for this. If you don't have blocks, then use a can or water bottles, anything that you have handy that's sturdy, maybe even the back of a couch if you're unable to fold forward so much. Okay, so coming to the front of your mat, you would come into equal standing pose. Bring the feet together, or they can be hip width, whatever is more comfortable for you in your knees and your hips, lower back. And just take a look down and see if you can spread the toes. So you want to animate the feet as best you can. Spread them nice and wide. They might not want to move, but just ask them kindly, and then press the feet into the floor. Okay, think about the center of the heels really dropping down into the floor surface, maybe even beyond the floor. And that should encourage a sense of strengthening in the legs and really encourage a sense of feeling very grounded in through the feet. Okay? Now when you press down into the floor, there should be a nice rebound effect of the spine lifting up and the heart lifting, the chest opening, shoulders dropping. So let all of that happen. Feel like you're connecting to a central line in the torso. So the very center of your body, you're imagining this plumb line reaching all the way up from the center of the pelvis to the crown of the head. Okay, so just feel like you're elongating that line. Drop down into the shoulders, drop the hands down, and listen to the breath. So your breath should flow in easy, in and out through the nose. Make sure you're not locking the knees. Don't bend them a lot, but a little bend is fine. On your next breath in, we'll float the arms upwards, like you're giving somebody a big hug, someone much taller than you, a great big hug, and look up to the thumbs. And then exhale, sweep your arms wide if you can, if not you're just taking them forwards. Bend your knees and take the hands to your blocks, or if you can, to the floor. Now, you can bend your knees as much as you like. It does not matter if the legs are straight. So just connect to the ground or your support with a little bit of force, a little bit of energy down, and then let the head and neck release. Breathe deeply when you're in this position, Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathe nice and deeply, drawing in and up through the lower belly if you can. Through the pelvic floor, connect there. And then on your next breath in, send the heart forwards, your gaze up. Again, you might want to use your blocks for this, but your aim is to straighten the spine, the arms, and the legs, but again, without blocking anything. You're keeping a micro bend in your knees, or quite a significant bend. So keep breathing when you're here. Please don't hold the breath at any point. And then the next time you're ready to exhale, bend your knees deeply, send the blocks forwards, and just take the hands to the floor and step back into a plank position. So in this position, you're reaching the hands and the toes into the floor as you draw the front surface of the body away from your mat. Okay, your neck is still long, you're not hunching the shoulders up, you're keeping the neck long, breathing deep. And whenever you need to, you're bringing the knees to the floor. Okay, point the toes, take another inhale, and then when you're ready to exhale, lower the body to the ground. So bend your elbows with control, you're sending the thighs down, the hips down, and the heart down. Okay, now when you're here, Take another inhale as you begin to peel the chest away from the floor. Just a little. Baby cobra. And then exhale, take it down. And again. Then if you're able, you can maybe take the hands back a little and rise up a bit higher. Maybe even the legs, the knees off the floor. And exhale, bring it all back down with control. Inhale, come up onto the hands and knees. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back. Come on into downward facing dog. So spread the fingers, spread the toes again if you can. You're welcome to bend one knee and press the opposite heel to the ground. If down dog is not an option for you, or if you're starting to feel fatigued, just bring the knees to the floor, keep the hips above the knees and lower the forearms down, take puppy dog pose. Okay, and the head comes down. Okay, so we stay there for about 5 breaths and then you can bend the knees and step your feet forwards. Take an inhale here. Maybe the hands are on the floor or on your blocks as you lift the heart up for half forward fold. And then full forward fold again as you exhale. Bending the knees if you like. And a deep breath in as you come all the way back up to standing. So the inhale just propels the hands upwards, the spine goes long. Exhale, samastitihi, which is equal standing pose. So we'll do one, we'll flow right through it. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Release the head and neck. Remember all your options in the first one. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, take the feet back. Inhale here, pressing the spine up towards the ceiling. Exhale, you might come to chaturanga. If you know that, do that. But otherwise, you bring the knees to the floor again. Inhale to lift to a cobra or maybe an up dog. And then exhale, this time we'll take the hips right up and back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Okay. Gonna do that one again. Okay, so for the next sun salutation, you can either repeat the variations that we did before, or you can just flow through it the way I'm going to demonstrate now. So samastitihi, equal standing pose, remembering the midline, remembering the breath. Your focus, where you're looking, is really important too. So look straight ahead. On your next breath in, float the arms up, looking upwards. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to the floor. Inhale, the heart floats up, pull the shoulder heads back. Exhale, come to plank pose. Then we'll take another inhale here. And then exhale, chaturanga, or the knees can come to the floor. You're hovering or coming all the way down. And then inhaling into a cobra or into up dog. And then exhale into down dog. Good. So settling into the pose, your main aim is to really lengthen through the spine and open across the shoulders. There should be no hugging up with the shoulders to the ears. You're trying not to round the spine, you're lengthening the spine. It doesn't matter if the legs go long, you can bend the knees, or you can bend one knee pressing the opposite heel down. So steady breathing wherever you are. You can bring the feet together and you can step or jump the feet to the front, lifting the heart up, exhaling forward fold. Deep breath in as you come all the way up to rise, reaching upwards, and exhale. Grow the spine long, samastitihi, equal standing pose. And repeat as you like, but please take rest after. Thank you. Namaste.